Hello, good morning, good evening to my viewers and subscribers. Richard Abundance Miller here again with another video, another message. And my topic, my message to you today is about your reason. What are your reason for life? Otherwise, what are your reason for living? So let's get started. What are your reasons? What is your reason for going to work? What is your reason for writing all those notes? When I said writing those notes, I mean like not everybody, but most people, they write down notes, jot it down. Some person revisit the notes, some don't, they just write it and leave it. So that's why I asked, what are the reasons for the notes that you write down? Yes, let's continue. What is your reason for thinking? What are you thinking about? Those things that you're thinking about, are you going to take action on it, or are you just going to think about it and say, yes, that's a good idea? And yes, thinking and know it's a good idea, you leave it and make morass grow on it, grass grow on it. You don't use up those thoughts. So let's continue. My coworker just appeared. What is your reason for staying up late? Some go to bed early, some stay up late. So what is your reason for staying up late? Do you stay up late and watch movie? Or you stay up late, read those books, extra notes? You stay up late, do some overwork? What is your reason for researching? What are you researching? The things that you're researching, does it make sense? What is your reason for exercise? Do you exercise to lose weight or gain some muscle? Or you exercise to keep fresh? Everything we do or say has a reason. So what is the reason? What is your reason for acting like you like the person or you don't like the person? Why are you doing that? What is your reason for the hard work that you're putting in? And when I say hard work, we need to turn it around, switch it around, and start putting some smart work. Make the work much more easier for you. Because hard work is kind of cutting out now. Because if you're just working pure hard, no reason, not going to make any sense. So you have to put in some smart work. Exchange the hard work for smart work. What is the reason for you being inspired? What inspired you to do the things that you can't do before, you couldn't do before? What inspired you? What is the reason for being successful? What drives you to be successful? What is the motive behind it? What is the reason for you being disciplined? You go to bed early, you wake up early. What is the discipline behind eating those vegetables? What is the discipline? What is your reason for reading those books? Normally, when a person reads book, they read book for some extra knowledge, some for pleasure. But when you're reading books, make it be for a reason. Whether books, papers, or whatever, notes, make sure it is for a reason. What is the reason for you? What is the reason for your purpose on earth? Why God sent you here? Every one of us have a purpose, have a reason. Each and every day, you and I, we wake up. There is a reason for that. What is the reason? What is your purpose on earth? You and I should figure and find that out. And do it to the best of our ability. What is your reason for your life? Do you going to make your life be remembered? Be other people remember your life? Or you're just going to come and go with no significance? You leave no impact on people that you didn't know or people that you did know. Because whether you think about it or not, each of us, when we come and go, each of us leave an impact with our family member or people outside our family member. We spend time on earth, we leave an impact. What is the reason for what is the reason for you being self-confident? And self-confident, we needed to talk to persons that we don't know. We need to approach persons that we don't know, but we want to approach them because we like to say something business wise, or we like the person look attractive and we like to know more about them. You need self-confidence. What is the reason for your family? Family, yes. Some persons and family members, and they don't really appreciate them. They don't love them the way they should love them, despite what he or she is doing or has done. We have it in us to forgive them. Don't hate them for the things they do or say. Show them that you're a better person by acting better. Treat them better than how the way they are treating you. What is the reason for you have been pushed around? Why are you letting others pushing you around? Sometimes our close family members or boss or co-worker, they push us around because we have little or no knowledge about the work and the rules and the regulation. Some persons use that to abuse us, especially in the workforce. But it is up to you to know the things that you don't know and get to know the things that you should know. Even in life, sometimes we abuse ourselves by not knowing the information that we should know to become a better person, so that we can serve our family member better, our friends better, our spouse better. So there are information that we need to know so that others don't push us around, and now we don't push ourselves around. Because when we push ourselves around, that is one of the biggest challenge in life, is to fight against our own self, our own thoughts. Because you want to have it in you, and you have it and I have it in me to do the things that we know we should be doing, but we let our mind talk ourselves out of it. Say, yeah, I can't do this and I can't do that, I don't have this resource and I don't have that resource, but you can do it. I can do it. What is the reason for being dedicated? What is the reason for me being dedicated doing this video? I'm being dedicated doing this video because I want viewers and subscribers to know the information and things that can make their life a little bit better, do things much more better, and not to see ourselves as how others see us, as in not good for doing this, not good for doing that, or you can't do this or you can't do that. And always giving love. Whether the person love or don't love you, always give love. What is the reason for you being healthy? By you being healthy, you can make your spouse healthy, you can make your mother healthy, because each one teach one. By you being healthy, you learn something new. You can pass it on, and it's go right down the ladder, right up the ladder. So that's the effect. You being healthy, your exercises are you running, you can bring somebody along with you, let them exercise, let them jog with you. Yes. What is the reason for you being wealthy? Reason for you being wealthy. What are you going to do with your wealth? You're going to abuse it, or you're going to use it for the right purpose? Help a whole lady, help some disabled people, help some homeless people, help some people who need it. What is the reason for you being wealthy? And being wealthy, some of us abuse it. Some of us, we keep it to ourselves, we don't share it around. And don't, part of receiving, you have to give to receive. That is part of receiving. So whenever you have it, you don't even have to be wealthy. If you have it and can share it, you share it. So for instance, I get some stuff and I get good amount, and I don't share it, keep it to myself. I put it down, use it 1 month. Guess what's going to happen? When I start using it 1 month and 2 that I can't use it off, guess what's going to happen? Depends on whatever it is. It is going to spoil, and it is better I did give a friend or a family member 1 or 2, so those what spoil, other person would get the use of it instead of it stay there and waste. So always share. It doesn't matter whether wealth, food, health, always share. What is the reason for you being kind to others? You've been kind to others. Sometimes we see it and sometimes we don't see it. You giving a hand to others, whether you're passing by and help somebody move a stuff, or you're giving somebody something, it doesn't matter. And kindness doesn't have to be with money, food. It can be even with your strength. Giving somebody a hand, help them to lift something, help them to move something, help them to carry something. Yes. So when you come on to kindness, don't look at it on a money point of view or a food point of view. Kindness can be a wide variety. You can be kind with some information, how he can do some investment, how he can get some work. Kindness is a wide variety. What is the reason for you not being good to people? Some of us let our past experience change our mind, change our heart, how we approach or how we deal with people, whether we know them or we don't know them. Don't let that happen to you. If that has happened to you before and you was a kind person, you used to treat person loving, you need to go back to that whole you, because situation just comes to see how true you are, how strong you are. So continue being good to people, all when you're being in some tough situation. Don't have the heart that people have, especially those bad heart. The kinder you be, the more blessed you will be. What is the reason for you being an expert in your field? You being an expert in your field, there's always room to grow. But when you're being an expert in your field, you can assess the situation very quickly and very easy. You detect it. No, that is the problem, that is the issue. Solve it. What is the reason for what is the reason for you making preparation? We make preparation to go to work. We make preparation to go out with family, friends and spouse. You make preparation so You don't, when it comes to the exact time, you don't have to be rushing or running around. You have your clothes, shoes well picked out, clean, so you take your time, you get ready before the time. You make preparation so when the time has come, you are ready. Not the time has arrived and you're not ready. You make preparation so when the time comes, you're ready. That's the reason for preparation. So if you're not making preparation for your business, for whatever, if you're not making preparation to go out on time, you need to start prepare before the time comes. And don't wait until the time comes, then you start to prepare. That's working backward. What is the reason for your decision? Some of us make rash decision and some of us make good decision. Whenever you're making decision, always, sometimes we don't have the time. But when decision pop up, always go for the best one, the honest one. And despite sometimes it might work, might not work out, but don't look at the not work out, look at what you learn from it. So what is the reason for your decision? Make good decision. Make honest decision. What is the reason for you being a good giver? You can be a good giver to become a good receiver. And as I said before, one of the reason for giving is to receive. You give and you receive. And you can become a good giver to put smile on other people's face. Because that's what some people does. They just don't give because they want to receive. They give because they feel nice and good to be given. Yeah.
No.
Sweet chocolate.
Robert.
Where is it?
You must say here.
Then some of out. What is the reason for you having an influence? We have influence on both good and bad sides. So what type of influence do you want to have? What type of influence do you want to make? And it's always good to have good influence on people, because influence you have on people, it can go a long way. You have influence on these people, you can have influence on another person, so it's good to do things the correct way. What is the reason for your demand? What do you demand out of your life? What do you want out of your life? I said everything in life has a reason. What is the reason for you being a leader? Do you want to lead people the right path, doing good things, or do you want to lead people doing bad things? Think of those things before you make your decision or your choices. Some of us have time, so we make it quick and fast. And this is my message to you today. Richard Abundance Miller here again. Stay tuned. I love you all. Richard Abundance Miller here again. And always remember to like, comment your thoughts on my video. Yes, tell me what you think. Give me your ideas. Yes. And share family members and friends. Even your pastor sharing, say, hey, take a look at this video. My friend here is doing so great. Very nice message. Yes, can share. Always subscribe to get my latest and my newest video. And always remember, Richard Abundance Miller here. And I love you all. Stay safe and keep your family members safe.